Okay, guys, I just wanted to walk you through the visibility assessment that I've created for you to take the assessment to see what comes up from it, and then some options that happen at the end of that. So let's get you started. So basically, you're going to come in here, you're going to click the link to do the assessment. And this is about you, this is about your presence. And what I find happens is that people do not show up online as they are. And what do I mean by that? If you have a company, a business, an agency that you've been building for the past few years, but yet online it looks like your 2-year-old self, as in 2 years ago, that's what we're seeing. And this is called the visibility gap. And that is why I want to do this assessment to see exactly where the gap is for you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the assessment. But if you want to know a little bit more about this, you can come down and take a look at, I'm not invisible because your work is weak, your presence hasn't caught up yet, right? Does it sound familiar? I put the effort in and no one comments or engages. People think I'm just starting my business, even though I've been doing it for years. I know I'm good at what I do. I just can't figure out why people aren't reaching out. And it took me forever to find a photo I actually liked, so I just stopped posting. These are the top 4 reasons I hear from women and agencies and businesses all the time on why they aren't as visible on online. So even though you have the expertise and even though you know what you're talking about and you're incredible, you may be hiding. And I don't mean this in a on purpose place, but it also could be that you just are not showing up the way that you are supposed to because your presence just isn't making it as obvious as you want them to. So that's the identity gap, and it's costing you more than you think. So again, this is a diagnosis, not just a quiz. So the visibility gap assessment scores your online presence across 6 categories and gives you a clear picture of exactly where you're losing people before they ever even contact you. All right, so there are categories here. One is consistency, whether what people find on online matches your performance and your business across all platforms. The identity alignment, whether your presence reflects who you are now, or are we talking about 18 months, 2 years ago, etc. Your visual quality, whether your quality of your images is working for you or against you. You have 400 milliseconds to really see and then decide or judge. The emotional resonance, whether your presence makes the right people feel something, recognition, trust, desire, or absolutely nothing. Messaging clarity, whether your ideal client recognizes themselves in what you put out, or they just scan past it and don't feel anything. And platform coherence, whether each channel reinforces the other, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or whether somebody is checking out all of your platforms and finds a different complete version of you. So we're going to look at your score. So you get a number in each of the 6 categories and an overall visibility gap score. You're going to get detailed findings on what each score actually means and the client pipeline and conversion rate. And then you're going to look at priority actions. This prioritizes the checklist that you can do to fix and organize the highest level of impact. So again, it takes less than 5 minutes to take a look at that assessment. Now, why did I build this? I was seeing the same pattern over and over and over again, and nobody was naming it. So entrepreneurs were generally really good at what they do. They could be established. They could have amazing client stories, but their online presence just wasn't there. It was stuck in their earlier version of themselves. And so even though the work has evolved, even though the clients had evolved, even though their cost and price might have evolved, the quality was not there online. And it was very, very quietly costing them clients they should already have. And so I've been working with women for over 2 decades in transformation and identity. And then I brought my business together on the cusp of AI and transformations and bringing it into what we call the visibility gap. And I've named this that because I have seen it over and over and over again. So this assessment is really going to help become an opportunity for people to look and see exactly where it is. And that will give you clarity. So again, why does it matter? AI, it's not about giving you your identity, okay? This is what it gives you as the canvas. You can use AI for making future self visible, the version of you that matches the actual expertise. You can use it to create your face, your energy, your positioning, right? A lot of crappy AI stuff out there is because they don't go into detail on how to get proper images, right? And so when the tools run without the direction, this is what happens is you get AI images that are really, really bad. So what changes when the gap closes? Okay, so these are some of the clients I've worked with. Seeing yourself in your future version of vision is pretty powerful. I went through the course a little over a week ago and I'm already noticing a positive shift. Okay, posting an AI shot on my Facebook page and it looks more like some of the photos that I've gotten in my 5,000 professional photo shoot, and the engagement is climbing. I've always hated photos being taken of me naturally, so I just never got it done. When it came to online, I realized I needed more images. I hated the idea of a photo shoot. So Lindsay, with her assessment, I knew I needed to get images done, and the best decision for my business, my mindset, and my energy. So this is just giving you an idea of what it is. So you already know that your online presence should probably be better. But the next question is, what do you need to do? So find out exactly where the gap is, what it's costing you, and we will go from there. So the assessment is here. It is free. At the end of the assessment, you can book a call with me if you're interested to get a little bit more clarity. The other option too is joining the AI Identity Lab, which is where I teach all of this stuff. And I do have it in a space where you can do it yourself, do it with me, or I do it for you. So there's plenty of different options in that space. So just know when you understand where your visibility gap is, then you're on the right path to fix it.